What's going on, love bugs? Welcome and welcome back to another video. Shout out to everyone that's subscribed to me already. I appreciate your subscription, your likes, your comments. Make sure you leave feedback. You know, I don't want to feel like I'm just talking to myself. Y'all are my love bugs. Show the girl some love. Turn on those post notifications so you could get notified every time I post a video. Yeah, let's get into it. Shout out to Rainbow for these sunglasses. Shout out to Shein for this dress. Sponsor me. All right, no, but this is a heavy hitter. This topic is not easy for some, but I'm finally just coming out and sharing my truth and sharing my healing journey when it comes to my physical body. So yeah, it all begins in 2017 when my mom unfortunately passed, and my siblings and I got the news that she passed on January 1st. It broke me. Me and my mom were like this. I'm gonna insert a picture of her either here or here. Me and my mom were inseparable. We would do everything together, outside of me and my family, me and my siblings, but we were inseparable. She was everything to me. She was my number one fan when I started singing opera, just when I started my music journey. Her and my dad put me into music lessons at a young age and really pushed the fact that you can do whatever your heart desires for you to do when it comes to this music thing. And when she passed, that broke me mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally. I could not sleep. If I did sleep, I would oversleep. I didn't want to come out of my room. I didn't want to socialize. Those that did get me to socialize, or if I was going to church, it was this on the outside, but on the inside, I'm dying. I'm literally wasting away. I felt like I had no hope. Like I had lost my hope. Even though God was there the whole time, it was me that was drifting away from him, because I felt like, why? And I found food as my comfort. I became addicted to food. I would eat just to eat, or if I was watching something, I would eat. I would make like 5 PB&J sandwiches in one day. Not 5, maybe like 3, on top of whatever food I was eating. Just really developed a really bad relationship with food and put on all this weight. And I remember going into a doctor's appointment, and he told me that I was at risk. I was almost 400 pounds at one point. And this was when I was 8 years ago. So this is when I was 21 years old, at almost 400 pounds, 380 around there, because I let myself eat so much because I was crushed on the inside. And I remember him telling me, you have diabetes type 2, and you're going to be on this medicine for the rest of your life. And the medicine didn't help. It helped one aspect, when it came to not overeating, and stopped, made me full. But on the other aspect, I still had depression. I felt like the depression was getting worse. I felt like suicide was now coming into the mix. He then referred me to an OBGYN, because I explained to him that summer, or it was either 2017 or 2018. I remember I stayed with my brother and his baby mama at in the Bronx one year, and the whole summer I bled for 3 months. I bled almost to the point where I felt like I was dying. I felt like I was gonna die, literally. I knew that something wasn't right, because it was heavy. My cycle was heavy. I kept bleeding. And I even told my brother, I feel like I'm gonna die. I feel like this is not normal. And I remember reading the story about the woman with the issue of blood and how she felt, you know, being so long with that issue, and all the doctors would try to help her and nothing helped. But just that one touch, one tug on his garment, you know, that one little piece sent healing into her. God healed her from that. And I remember telling God, like, please, this is not the way I want to die. Like, I want to touch the hem of your garment, you know. And I remember feeling so defeated. So the doctor sent me to an OBGYN, and she said that I had PCOS. PCOS is polycystic ovary syndrome, which they said is common between the ages of 13 and 25. And they found cysts like this big in my ovaries, which wasn't normal. So they were almost going to do a hysterectomy on me. And I said, no, I want to have children, and I will have children, you know, because that's how bad it was getting. So they prescribed me with the birth control. The birth control took my weight up to that. So, you know, naturally with overeating and everything I was going through, I gained like 50 pounds. But with the medicines and all of that, it led me to gain almost another 50 pounds. So I was really stuck. Like, do I want this to be healing my body and gaining weight, or do I want to lose weight? And so, you know, learning that balance and learning what other medicine were out there, that's what they said I had to be on for the rest of my life. Which I was okay with at the time. But the side effects were making me sleepy. I had sleep paralysis at night. I suffered with depression. I felt like suicide almost every night, committing suicide every night, on top of being depressed from losing my mom, right? And just, I remember God giving me a dream. It wasn't a dream, it was more like a vision of me getting up and exercising. And that morning I woke up, he said, get up. I heard the Spirit of the Lord say, get up. And I heard it so strongly. He said, my daughter, get up. And I remember getting up and walking just around the block, a couple of blocks, and talking to God about everything. How I felt about learning that I had the type 2 diabetes with the PCOS, everything, how I was feeling. And I remember it turned into a 30-minute walk. And the next morning he told me, like, get up. So I got up, and he told me this time, get up and worship, because I was locked in my room. I purposely locked myself in the room. Let me put up the windows, y'all, because someone's playing music. I don't want to get copyrighted. So I purposely made sure that I got up and worshiped. I worshiped my way through that depression, through that phase of my life. And they said I would have to be on that medicine my whole life. And it does stuff to you. Shout out to the doctors and nurses who are prescribing these things. You know, I know you're just doing your job. And shout out for God for creating you, you know, and your brain, and how, you know, you're able to see the body and know what medicine is for what. But with that medicine comes positive and negative side effects. More than likely, it's going to be a lot of negative side effects. So that's what I went through for years, from 2017 till now. But shout out to God, who is the greatest healer and the greatest medicine, because there is no negative side effects with him. It's only positive. So, you know, I chose to make a decision to stop taking the medicine I was taking for type 2 diabetes, because I saw how it affected my mind and my body, and also got encouragement from someone who I look at as a father figure in my life, who explained to me, like, no, just change your habits, try eating healthier, you know. And it's been a journey. Being almost at 400 pounds in 2017 to snapping out of it, and then losing 100 pounds over the span of years. It took a while. You know, it took a while. My body, I have a very slow metabolism, so it takes a while. Or if I lose 1 pound, I really feel like I can't eat, because if I eat one little bad thing, that weight is gonna come right back on. So shout out to God for healing me. I'm no longer taking that type 2 diabetes because I'm no longer diabetic. I no longer have PCOS, so I'm no longer taking birth control. The only things I really take right now, y'all, is iron and vitamins and probiotics. That's about it. Regular probiotics, regular vitamins. I drink green juice every day, 1 cup of green juice. I juice a lot. I drink a lot of water. And now I'm going to get into lymphedema. Lymphedema is the swelling of your lymph nodes or your lymphatic system. So within every person's body is a lymphatic system, and it should be where the blood is flowing freely and, you know, the water's going where it needs to be. But instead of the water going where it needs to be, when I was about 18, 19, I noticed my feet started to swell. My ankles started to swell. So I'm thinking like, okay, what's going on? And the doctor told me I had lymphedema, and I would have to wear special socks all my life. But of course, who wears socks in the summer? You know, so people would look at me strange. Kids would look at me strange. I'm already tall. Being a tall girl, I got long feet, okay? There's no way to avoid it. I got long feet, you know, and now I'm not ashamed of it. Yeah, I do wear a size 13. Shout out to God for creating me. At one point, I wished I had no feet. Now I'm at a point where I'm grateful for my feet. And I know as long as I do what I have to do physically, nutritionally, and take care of my body and wear the socks, not as much salt, and a lot of water intake, even water from fruits. And, you know, there are doctors who drain and massage that water from being in your body. But unfortunately, you know, not all insurances cover that. So that's where I'm struggling right now, because I want to start that process. But yeah, people could be so mean. You know, I remember, you know, at that age, especially like going to prom and everything, I want to wear heels. I want to wear stilettos. I want to pump up the outfit. And I love to put outfits together. Y'all will see my day in a life, or where I do try on hauls, and I love to dress up. Whereas back then I was had low self-esteem, a lot of hoodies, a lot of baggy clothes. Now I'm able to look myself in the mirror and say, chocolate, hey chocolate, is that you? Hey chocolate, huh? Thickums. You know, I'm able to hype myself up that way because of God, and really believing what he says about me in the word, that we are fearfully, wonderfully made, that we are the apple of his eye. And I had to start loving myself inside and outside. Excuse me. Let me drink some water. Get your water in, y'all. I'm also getting over a little cold, so forgive me for that. So that's my journey with lymphedema. Since I was like 17, 18, 19, I've had swollen feet. Don't ask me where it came from. I felt like it came from, you know, the choices I made with what I ate. And of course, the more I lose, you know, I've been fortunate enough to lose that weight I put on in 2017 and 2018. But the more that I lose is the more that the swelling goes down. And the more that I take care of it is the more that the swelling goes down. But I do want to look into not surgery, but that where the doctors can, you know, I guess a surgery where they can take some of the water and drain it out and massage it out of me. But for now, I'm just grateful to be alive. I'm grateful that God kept me in my health journey. I'm grateful that, you know, I'm sorry, y'all. This dress is, that's one thing about dresses, honey. Yeah. Okay, we gonna cut that out. But I'm grateful to God for his healing, you know, for always making a way for me, for always healing me. And he healed me through that phase, and he continues to be my comforter for me and my siblings and my family. So yeah, thank you for tuning in, for listening. If you made it to the end of the video, y'all already know what to do. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, and turn on your your post notifications. And I pray that you have a blessed weekend, weekday, whatever day you're watching this. Have a blessed one. Until next time, bye.